So thank you for nice introduction. And in the beginning only, I thank Dr. Muhammad Rafe to invite me for this orientation course. Prior to joining this Savitribai Phule Pune University, Pune, uh, in 2016, I was working with Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, the then Aurangabad. Now it is Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar. And you know, Aurangabad is one of the uh, center, one of the hub, I will say, for many archaeological monument, archaeological sites particularly. And as sir introduced me, as I say, I'm from taxonomy. For others, I will say, you just bring any plant to me, flowering plant it should be, and I should know the name of that plant. That is my specialty. And that is called as usually taxonomy. So taxonomy deals with identification and classification and nomenclature of plants generally for layman. As this audience is most probably from many, I will say, disciplines, the participants will be. So I will be little bit, I will say, sometimes I will be bilingual in Marathi or Hindi, whatever you want. But if you want it in English, I'm ready to provide it. So when I was there in Aurangabad, sorry, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, the then controller of examination, Dr. Ashok Chavan, Professor Ashok Chavan, called over a cup of tea to his office. And when I went to his office, one person from Archaeological Survey of India was sitting with him. And then he said he was having one sample with him, and he said, "Can you identify this sample for us?" Uh, when I asked, because this was an entirely different topic for me. I will, of course, in one of the slide, I will show you what exactly the sample was. And this was exactly totally different view. I don't know how many of you are from botany background. So whenever it comes to botany background or botany, whenever you want to identify a plant, you should have a twig with with leaves. At the same time, the flower must be there, and if possible, the fruits must be there. Then only you can identify to the species level. But this was totally different aspect, different context. It is known as archaeological context or archaeobotanical context. So when it comes to archaeobotanical context, usually uh, you get the plants in fragments, not entire plant you get, and that is very difficult to when it comes to identification. So I will not talk about the importance of the plants in human life because whatever needs we have, they come most of the time they come from the plants only. When you talk about food, when you talk about clothes, when you talk about shelter, when you talk even about air, that is oxygen, that comes only from the plants. Nobody can create, nobody can provide other than plants. These needs to any organism, including human beings. But at the same